Good morning. We've had our breakfast, and I just opened the pass through for the flock to go to the back pasture. So the dogs are begging for some paddock time. That right there is Yoda. This is Yoda's second visit with us. I posted a short of him yesterday, and granted, I've had some some hit or miss short. That video took off. I haven't seen that short yet. I don't know what's so appealing about it, but within 15 minutes or so, I think it had 5,000 views. So go figure. All these videos that we'll spend days or weeks on putting together, and then they only get a handful of views, and then a 15-second video doesn't seem like it would be all that exciting. What do we do? What do we do, honey? What do we do? Good job. Gosh, they just can't help it when the paddock gate opens. I hope I really am live. Oh, I guess so. Hey, Joe and Sue. Hey, Pete. Anyway, so that's Yoda. It's perfect weather for running and playing in the paddock. Oh, Serena, seriously? Or eating poop in the paddock? Serena. My poor old girl. We're having trouble keeping weight on her now. She's still her same old spunky self. She's got some hip problems, so it's been a while since she really did any, running and carrying on like the boys do. And I got the camera out initially because the boys were all wrestling together. That makes me realize that I love having 3 dogs, but I don't think I could handle 3 boy dogs every day. Because these boys, golly, just before the sun came up this morning, so I wasn't even out of bed yet, and the boys were in the living room wrestling. So I could hear the sounds of wrestling, and then a fire truck or ambulance or something was sounding in the distance. So all 3 boys were howling. And again, I'm not even out of bed yet. I wasn't even ready to get up. And there's really nothing I can do about the howling. I just have to let it ride. Hey, David, how are you? Thanks for being here. Oh, there we are. Like it was a bark as if someone was coming up the driveway or coming up onto the porch. So I knew I needed to get up because you can tell, when you have dogs, you can tell the difference. No, it was 2 boys waiting over there on the corner by the stop sign, waiting for the school bus this morning. And he didn't know they belonged there because he's just visiting here. And those boys are new, so I don't know which house. Obviously, we have new neighbors because we haven't had kids having to wait for the school bus until this school year. So he didn't know they belong here. And I couldn't really get him to calm down. And that's always interesting to me that even when we have dogs visiting with us, they are very protective of the family and the property. Maybe it's something about this breed. When little Harley was with us, he didn't do that at first. So he bark at strangers and stuff. But after he'd been with us for about a week this past time, every time the boys would sound the alarm, little Harley'd be right there with them. He'd have to stand on his back legs to look at the front window if they were barking at something through the front window. I did get an email back from Chris yesterday. She's looking for your order. But I told her that you never got the email either, and I set it up to send you the email when the item shipped, or I don't know when all the emails go out, maybe when the order's placed, but for sure I think when the item ships, you're supposed to get an email. Serena, y'all, she had such a big breakfast. She can't help herself though when there's horse poop around. So this isn't meant to be a very big pop-up. I think I'm going to film the spinning of the wheel for our 12 Days of Halloween movie winners. So I've got 36 titles on the wheel right now. I'll spin the wheel to get 12. So I thought we might do 2 movies a night, but we're just going to do 1 movie a night because that's logistically difficult for me to devote, 3 or 4 hours starting on the 20th of October. I've got 36 titles on the wheel, and that's just because, periodically streaming services change up their availability. So a movie that's available now might not still be available on the day we want to see it. So I'm going to pick 12 movies and then 6 or 8 like alternate titles. We also want to be smart about it because some of the movies are free. We have Amazon Prime. Some of the titles right now are free on Amazon Prime, and some of them are $3 or $4 to rent, which we don't mind doing that a time or two, but we don't want to set ourselves up to have to spend a lot of money. So some of the alternates may come into play if a movie that was free on the day I put it on the wheel is no longer free. And we'll mix it up. I want to have some classic old, not necessarily Halloween movies, but I think just sort of spooky, scary. There's a couple of, I guess, what you would call slasher films on the list, but for the most part, they're more, like supernatural thriller and just scary stuff. So I may put up a quick video and just let everyone see the wheel, and then I'll go ahead and record the spinning of the wheel to get our titles and our alternates. And if you have not already voted for this Saturday's movie, hey, Fat Ninja, how are you? Our second just regular Rich Cat Ranch movie night will happen on Saturday night this week at 7 p.m. And there are 4 movies from which to choose. I did a poll so that we could narrow down a genre, and the suspense slash thriller genre was the winner for that poll. And then I selected 4 movie titles. And even if you can't join us to watch on Saturday, I would still love for you to participate by voting for your favorite on the list. So if you go to my community tab, and I haven't asked you guys if you can hear me. I'm hoping you can hear me. Hey, Uncle G, how are you? Oh, did I miss anyone else? So please go to my community tab and cast a vote for me. Right now, at least when I last looked, there's a 3-way tie. One of the 4 movies has not gotten any votes, and the other 3 movies each have 2 votes. So for sure, I need some of y'all to go in and vote and break the tie for me. I have never seen any of the movies on the list, so I don't have a favorite, or I know which one interests me the most, but I'll be happy with whatever we watch. We had a great time last time, so if you can make it, even if you can't be there for the whole thing, It's super fun. We'll have the lobby, quote unquote, open for 20 minutes or so before the movie starts. So I'm going to shoot for being in the lobby at 6:30 because we can voice chat. That's one of my favorite things about this service that we use to do our movie parties is that we can voice chat. We can also video chat, but last time we didn't play with that until after the movie ended. So there's text chatting throughout the movie, and then we had a fun time voice chatting. A couple of people, I know Uncle G, that was my first time to hear you talk when we were visiting before the movie last time. So I'd love for some of y'all, all of y'all, to be there Saturday night, 7 p.m. Central Time US, and go vote for me on my community tab. Help us pick a movie. And then again for the 12 days of Halloween, sometime in the next couple of days, I will put up just a little short that has the wheel so you can see the titles that are on the wheel. And then probably a week before the 20th, so in another couple of weeks, I'll actually do my spinning to get our titles in place. I wish the weather was like this all year. This is just so incredibly perfect. And I was sharing with someone, hey Nina, I was sharing with someone maybe yesterday, and it may have just been in a chat, because some people are already talking about the beautiful fall colors and the leaves turning. And it feels like sometimes here we just jump right from summer to winter, which doesn't necessarily mean cold, but some years I feel like we don't get a nice, beautiful, gradual change where things are turning. It just stays warm, and then suddenly it gets cold enough, and whatever other change, sunlight changes, and then the leaves all fall off, and then everything's empty. So we'll have a few trees that will kind of give us a show, but these Texas seasons are not like everybody else. Okay, we're going to have some wrestling starting in a minute, I think. And once a couple of the boys get going, then they have to all three get in on it. So right now, Boone doesn't know that Bear and Yoda are getting ready to wrestle. And I have to just not be too uptight about it, because it'll look like they might hurt each other. But I know they're just playing. And it reminds me of my own human boys. My own human boys were so much rougher in the way they played. And oh, you're going to go see too, huh? I keep thinking we're going to eventually help her coat grow back, but she's just really suffering with this autoimmune disorder this year. I think the older she gets, just the harder it is for her to fight whatever's happening. But she's still my happy, spunky girl. She's just a dried up old lady. That's Serena. Serena's quite happy to have a visitor here, because it just keeps the boys that much more entertained so that they leave her alone. But see, she's got all this hair loss. That lump on her side there, oh my gosh, that's been there since we got her. So the doctor has never worried about it. He's told us if it gets bigger, or obviously if she starts acting like it's painful. But at this point in her life, there's just not a whole lot they can do. She's been on medicines off and on so many years, steroids and antibiotics, and he feels like all they've done is now contribute to this immune disorder. Come on out of there, boys. They're looking for poop. Come on out, Yoda. Good boy, Bear. Here comes Yoda. Here goes Yoda. This was Bear's first time to meet Yoda. Again, Yoda's been here before, but we didn't have Bear when Yoda was here before. They've never given us like a name of anything. When they did some blood work a couple of years ago, at least, that's when whatever they look for indicated that some of her recurring problems are related to an autoimmune disorder. Hey, Old Man King Homestead, thanks for dropping in today. Oh, yes, Serena's going to get in on that. Oh, there's a couple people walking. Listen to them sounding the alarm. But I love it. I'll take it because they really do a good job looking out for us and the property. Good morning. Guys, they're just taking a walk. They're just taking a walk, honeys. Boys. Serena. Boone, honey. Boone, honey. Now, Boone pretty much loves everyone once he meets them, but I wouldn't want to mess with him after hearing him bark. Hey, boys, it's fine. It's fine. Come on, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Yeah, let's go this way. Look at you. Run, 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 Serena. Run, run, run. Oh, so now they're going to run to the other side of the house, see, hoping they can still see those people. But that's my cue to go ahead and close them off in the backyard. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Go, 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 baby. Go, go, go. Oh, uh-oh, I missed my chance. Did I miss my chance? The window closed. Come on, Yoda. Well, now I got to get out of the sun so I can see if there are more comments. Oh, that was you, Joe, that asked about Castleman disease. Again, they haven't given us that name, but I can tell that when she the doctor told us even that he didn't understand or what kind of cause, but he just said we were going to skip her vaccinations. Okay, I know this. There's a great blue heron. To go into one of the trees in the back and kind of scout out the area. Serena Marie. So look how she's carrying on because the fence is there. Serena Marie. Serena Marie. Hey. Show me. Show me. Show me. And I'm going to open the gate again so the horses can come back up. Although they're probably napping already under the big shade trees. Oh no, they're up there, right up there by the pond. I guess I could take y'all back there and we can say hi to them. I'll be right back, honeys. I'll be right back. We'll say hi to Cabo and Lila. Cabo, Delilah. Cabo, Delilah. I need to look at the pond anyway because I haven't looked at the pond in a while. We had a dry spell again, and then we got a nice little shower a couple of days ago that really came out of nowhere. I don't remember seeing anything in the forecast about rain. There's my Cabo. There he is. Yeah. Hi, honey. Hi, honey boy. You want to come be on the camera? Come say hi to the people. Come say hi to the people. Hi, honey bunny. Hi. Yeah, you gonna be on the camera? Where's sister? Here comes sister. Hi, sister. Hey, Delilah. Come here, Delilah. Come here, Delilah. It's my girl. I don't have any food though, honey. Gotta get some fly spray on you, huh? Do you need some fly spray? Do you need some spray? You coming up front again? Yeah. And part of me, anytime we have one disappear, which hasn't been that often, then it makes me reluctant to let the flock come back here on the back pasture where I can't keep an eye on them. But, we don't have the animals, so caged up are meant to forage. And not to sound like I'm cold-hearted or anything, but everybody's got to eat. Every creature deserves food and love and shelter. And if something got her, then God bless her for making a good, nutritious meal for whatever got her. That something might have been a mama with babies to feed. And so if that's ultimately what her if that's ultimately what her purpose was supposed to be, I hope y'all can hear me. And again, God is good and He provides. And I'm just happy to know that she had, golly, however many hundreds of wonderful days here. She hatched in 2018. So she turned 4 this summer. So she had 4 great years here with lots of love and great food and a safe place to sleep at night. And if that means she just had that one moment where it all ended, then again, that's the circle of life, and everyone deserves to eat. There is still that possibility. I'm not forsaking hope that she is sitting on a nest somewhere and brooding some eggs, incubating some eggs. So it's not outside the realm of possibility that, 3 weeks or so from now, she'll come waddling up to the backyard again with a bunch of babies in tow. We've never had that happen. And generally I do a head count when I put the ducks up, but I've kind of gotten lazy about that. The geese have been so good at protecting and guarding and just monitoring things that when we haven't lost any ducks now, because the geese are such great protectors. But again, if she was out there and there was already a little nest, and the girls do tend to sort of have communal nests where everybody makes their deposits, and then by whatever means someone is elected or chooses to be the designated incubator. I mean, I've had a couple of girls co-incubate even at times here in the pen, where they're both sitting on a nest at the same time. Yeah, I'll look into the autoimmune issue a little bit more, Joe. Thanks for that information. Hey, CFM, how are you? Good to see you this morning. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. If that's what happened and she was out at the pond or wherever she might be, sitting on a nest, hidden away somewhere, then the geese don't do head counts. And when they all come in, the ducks always follow wherever they go. But if she was dedicated to this nest already, if that's what's happening, then she just wouldn't have followed them in. And then just like a wild duck, she probably gets up and eats little fish out of the pond and finds bugs and little plants and things to eat. I mean, I say that these wild ducks that live next to us come to the fence every morning and afternoon because they know I'm going to feed them. But I hope you guys are having at least half as beautiful a day. Hey, Troy, how are you? I hope you're having at least half as beautiful a day as I'm having here, because that would still be an incredibly beautiful day. I don't think any of you guys are in Ian's path, but if you are in the path of a storm at any point during storm season and you need a place to come, just message me. We'll get a spare room set up for you, or you can camp in the barn, whatever you might want to do, turn it into an adventure. I know when I was a little girl, we just thought hurricanes were awesome. We lived in Jacksonville, Florida, when Hurricane Agnes came through in 1972, and it's like a highlight of my childhood. I still remember being so excited about that. Yeah, CFM, where are you guys? Did Fiona hit you? Come here, baby bear. Come, Bear. Bear and Boone. Hey, Boone, come show me. Boone. Go lie down, Yoda. Boone, come and show me. Come on. Let's just sit here a second. Let me see what Rich says. I just don't remember where in Canada you are now, Rich. But I've got a couple of friends from my Late Late Horror Show group that are in Nova Scotia, and oh, where's the other? The other person is not quite as far north, but he still got hit a little bit. I don't think he's farther inland, so his report was that they were okay. And I did see the lady that's in Nova Scotia this morning as the overnight stream was ending, and she was back online. So they've got power, and she and her boys are okay. I think there was a lot of flooding where she was. And then Peter Tragos at Lawyer, I don't know if you guys follow his channel here on YouTube. He's in Tampa. So he did a live yesterday talking about the preparations they're making. They're planning to just stay put. He was going to go and buy a generator this morning, but it looks like Tampa is, from the models that are still being generated now, Tampa is going to take the direct hit. So I think I read that it's been 101 years since Tampa has been hit by a hurricane. Obviously, all along the peninsula there, they get impacted by hurricanes because it's not a very big peninsula, and hurricanes are very big. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping in. I really wanted to capture the boys wrestling. They had started wrestling right here in the backyard, and I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to show y'all what's going on here so much of the time now that we've got 3 boys. But then they saw me get out my camera, and I think they thought it meant we were going to the paddock. So they all ran over to the gate and asked to go through the gate. And as you can see, Cabo and Delilah aren't even fazed by the crazy barking dogs. Cabo's just saying whatever. Okay, I am going to sign off. Love to everyone from Rich Cat Ranch. Be blessed. Stay safe. Enjoy your fall colors if they're changing for you now. Post some pictures or some videos for me so I can live it, knowing that it might not be so pretty here. I'll see you guys on Friday for the 2 o'clock live, and be watching again for a short video to see all the movies on my movie wheel. And again, please go vote on my community tab. Please vote for this Saturday's suspense thriller movie and put it on your calendars to at least come hang out with us for a little while on Saturday evening. It does not require any kind of signing up or signing in, subscriptions, anything like that. The way we do it, you just click a link to get in the room with us so that you can watch what we're watching. So it's super easy. It's super fun. And I'll be excited to see what movie you guys pick. Okay? Love to everyone. And I'll see you again soon.